Good evening and welcome to Current Affairs. As I told you, today I'm in Delhi and I'm handling the class from Delhi. So I'll have a discussion with you for some period of time. And the lighting is little low, right? So here I could not make all these arrangements. But the moment I come back to Hyderabad again, so we'll have our previous glory. So let's start the discussion. So straight away I'll open the document for you and I want you to have a look at the document. Please have a look at this. In which of the following years the first bullet train would run in India? You must have heard about the bullet train, especially after the visit of our Prime Minister to Japan. So this particular discussion on the bullet train has increased. And during that time also I had a discussion with you with respect to bullet train. Of course, in India it is going to be run between Mumbai and Ahmedabad. So now I'll tell you all the points, but otherwise look at the question. In which of the following years the first bullet train would run in India? Is it 2020, 2021 or 2022 or 2023? Answer is D, that is 2023. Kindly remember this one. I am going further. Please look at the answer. If you want to have a look at the question, please read the question once again. And I want you to remember the year. That may be a question. And if I still go further, so this is how the bullet trains will be there. Of course, one of the images I have taken up. This is how it will be there in the so-called Japan. So out of so many images, I took one. Look at this. The cost of the project will be rupees 97,636 crores. I'm just adding it, crores. Okay. Huge expenditure will be there. And this will cover a distance of 508 kilometers between Mumbai and Ahmedabad. And look at the beauty of this. This is going to be covered in 2 hours. And of course, in between, so we also going to have undersea travel. Undersea travel, and hopefully the passengers will be thrilled and they will enjoy. And that will be for a distance of 21 kilometers. Hope you got this. And of course, when it comes to the funding, lot of funding is being given by Japan itself. And this can be paid back to Japan over a period of 50 years. And of course, whenever somebody is giving loan to us, we need to pay it back. Pay it back along with the interest because it is a loan. And for this purpose, so the agreement is that so 0.1% is going to be paid back in the form of the interest. Is that okay? Kindly remember these points. Now I'll go further. Kindly stay on. So now look at this. Look at this one. Suspension not more than 1 month. So what exactly is this? Suspension not more than 1 month. Now see here, in this particular scenario, I am going to talk to you with respect to the All India servants. You might have heard this word All India services. I gave a clear and very elaborate explanation with respect to All India services. So in India, as of now, we have 3 All India services. One is Indian Administrative Service, that is IAS. Second one is Indian Police Service, that is IPS. And third one is the Indian Forest Service. And when it comes to IAS and IPS, we have a common examination. You must be knowing this. Of course, in the recent past, even the preliminary test is also common, including even Indian Forest Service. But when you go to the main examination, so it will be different. And any graduate is permitted to write the civil service examination. But when it comes to Indian Forest Service, some specialization is mentioned. So that is the people with the science background are permitted to write. So obviously the people with BSc biology or mathematics or BTech people, BSc agriculture people, so they are very much permitted to write the Indian Forest Service examination, and it is not open for all. Meaning, so there is a necessity of certain requirements, right? So now the point is that, so we have three all India services. I have a question with me, and I'll show it to you after some time. So, but let me once again open the document. Please have a look at this. Suspension not more than 1 month. So I would like to say something to you. So please listen very carefully. If you look at IAS, IPS or Indian Forest Service people, they are writing the examination conducted by UPSC. UPSC is the central recruitment agency, so that will conduct the examination. And after conducting the examination at various stages, finally it will submit the list to the government, and ultimately it is the government which should decide whether these candidates will be appointed or not. And of course, most of the times, so these candidates will be recruited. And why we are using the word All India Services? So when it comes to the All India Services, the recruitment is done by the central government, but these are the officers who are working for the state government for a long period of time. So that's the reason why after the selection, they are allocated to certain state cadres. Okay, say for example, Gujarat cadre IAS, right? Otherwise, Uttar Pradesh cadre IPS. So the person may belong to any state in India, but depending on the vacancies that are available, and also depending on the so-called the rank is the marks is getting in the written and main examination, so he will be allocated to a particular state, and that is called his state cadre. Meaning they are recruited by the central government, but they are working for the state governments, and the salary will also be paid by the state governments. But the point is that when they are working for the state governments, whether the state governments will have any right to take action against them or not. Obviously, you need to give some controls. That is the reason why very little amount of control is given. And that is that all these years since beginning, according to All India Services rules, the state government can suspend the officer for not more than 3 months. Not more than 3 months. And you need to intimate to the central government immediately. But now the point is that, so now the central government has been decided to reduce this 3 months period to 1 month period. And central government also issued orders to the state governments that the central government has to be intimated about the suspension of an officer within a period of 48 hours. So meaning is simple, the central government is taking more control. You might have heard in your states, sometimes some IAS officers or IPS officers, they don't listen to the government and they go according to the rules. So during that time, what will happen? Obviously, the state government is really embarrassed because you are working for us, you are taking salary from us, but you are not listening to us. Then what is the necessity to have the pay the salary without if you don't listen to us? And this is a dissatisfaction expressed by so many states in the past. So and of course, some states, some IAS officers, IPS officers, or Indian Forest Service officers, so they have the direct conflict with the state governments. And during that time, so either they may be transferred or they may be posted in low important departments, that is called loop line, or they will do some recommendation and send them to the central governments. And now the point is that, and I want all the IAS aspirants to remember this very clearly. So these three positions are very important positions in India. Of course, all positions are important, but these three services are very, very important. So now, tomorrow there may be there may be a necessity for you to write in the examination. I'm talking about the civil services. In the main examination, During that time, don't write 3 months, and please write it is 1 month, because it has been reduced to 1 month. And whenever we talk about these type of orders, these orders are issued by central government. In central government, you have a ministry called Ministry of Personnel, and in that Ministry of Personnel, you have a department called Department of Personnel. I told you so many times, it is called DOPT, and that DOPT has issued the orders. Look at this. The central government issued orders to the states that they cannot suspend an all India service officer. Can you remember? This is the all India services. Just now I told you there are 3 all India services. One is the IAS, second one is IPS, and third one is the Indian Forest Service. Is it okay? And not more than 30 days. And the suspension should be intimated to the central government in 48 hours. Hope I'm clear. So now, please have a look at this. I have a question for you. Very frequently asked question in the examination. Please read it and answer it. Because I already told you, you can answer this, but be very, very careful while answering, especially in the examination. Practice, read the question patiently. Is that okay? Which of the following is not an all India service? Indian Administrative Service, yes, this is an all India service. Indian Police Service, this is also an all India service. But when it comes to Indian Foreign Service, this is not an all India service. But when it comes to D, this is the Indian Forest Service. So A, B, and D are all India services, whereas C is not, and obviously the answer should be C. Am I clear? Right. Now see here. So kindly don't mind. Again, I'm saying that the lighting here in this particular room, the lighting is not that perfect. That's the reason why you can see some little dull, and that's the reason why most of the time I have shown you the documents. Okay, and and Indian Engineering Service aspirants who are writing the examination, and I wish you all a very, very good luck. And I gave you the instructions during our classes so many times. So especially while attempting this objective type, I want you to be very careful. Don't forget there is a negative marking. Is it okay? Sometimes, so though I am telling you for so many number of times, so our candidates are getting tempted that this may be the right answer. But instead of getting a mark, you are losing some marks. Be very careful. So be very patient. So don't be so excited. Don't feel so tensed. Keep yourself very, very cool and calm. Is that okay? And before going to the examination, have very, very light breakfast. Clear? Sometimes some people will have the habit of having the very good breakfast. That's a huge breakfast. Don't take very huge. Take very little breakfast, so that the body should be feeling very, very light. Is it okay? And if you take more food, what will happen? The blood circulation will be more towards the intestines, and obviously less supply will be there to the brain. And whenever there is a less supply to the brain, obviously we feel sleepy. That's the reason why this is not the time to feel sleepy. You have to be very, very, very alert, right? Your examination is for 3 days, and I wish you all very, very good luck. Be very calm. Is it okay? Completely focus on the paper, and you will be successful. Okay, so my best wishes, my warm wishes are always with you. Okay, and I'll see you in the next class. And right, see here, I'm coming back to Hyderabad again on 31st morning. 31st morning I'll be back to Hyderabad. So since then I'll be operating from of course only today, till today night I'll be there in Delhi, and again I'm going out of Delhi for 3 days, right? So 27th, 28th and 29th I will not be available in Delhi. Again on 30th I'll come back to Delhi, and 31st morning I'll be going back to Hyderabad, and from June 1st onwards we are starting our IAS 2017 batch. Clear? And I wish you all the very, very best. And of course, I'm available through mail and I'm available over phone. If you want to speak to me, you're most welcome. Is it okay? And as some people have given me, some people have called me also. They wanted to meet me in Delhi, but because of this busy schedule, of course, I'm on a personal visit, not on any official visit. Because of this busy schedule, I could not meet you. But if time permits, we'll try to meet on 30th, May 30th. Okay, that the whole day I'll be here. And if you don't meet, because of any reason also, just leave it, no problem, right? I'm always in touch with you. Is it okay? So though we may not meet personally, my good wishes are always there with you. Is it okay? And for tomorrow's examination, I wish you all the very, very best and take very good care of yourself. And I'll see you soon once again with some more activities. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.